Arthur Schopenhauer was a German philosopher who lived from 1788 to 1860. He is best known for his work, The World as Will and Representation, in which he proposed a pessimistic view of the world. Schopenhauer believed that the world is driven by a blind, irrational force called the will, and that human beings are nothing more than the will's puppets. In this video, we're going to share with you some shocking truth about women, according to Before we begin, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. No. 1. Women cannot be friends with men. A woman cannot be a friend to a man. She may be the companion or the mistress, but never a friend. For what is a friend? A being to whom one may speak the truth, and who can tell another woman the truth about man. Just as animals are never friends with each, as they are only fellow creatures, so women are only fellow creatures to us, and can therefore never be our equals. They can only be companions or A woman does not look at life as an individual. She is always thinking of herself as part of the group of women. It is precisely this lack of independence that makes a woman so dependent on others. But, just as you can't be friends with a woman, so too can you not be lovers with them. As soon as you have sexual intercourse with a woman, you are no longer on a friendly footing with her, and there is always something of coquetry and flirtation in the air. In fact, it is better to think of women as a separate species, whose nature is altogether alien to ours. Number 2. Women do not want to be equal to men. Equality between men and women is a feminist slogan, nothing more. Nature has ordained that woman shall be inferior to man. Woman is born for the sake of man. Her whole nature tends towards him. She exists for him, and she cannot develop herself otherwise than under his guidance. Woman wants to be a means, not an end. If there is any inequality between man and woman, nature has established it. This applies also to the intellectual sphere. Woman is not called to be a philosopher like the man. She is not even called to be an artist. Her vocation lies in quite another direction. Indeed, the highest type of woman is the one who knows how to submit herself to man. To choose another way for her is unnatural. The highest virtue for a woman is fidelity. For a man, it is justice. Fidelity is the highest virtue for a woman, because she is directly bound up with the continuation of the species. Man, however, stands higher than the species. He thinks about it. Justice is the highest virtue for man, because he is master of the world and can do what he likes with it. That is why there is no greater disgrace for a man than injustice, and no greater disgrace for a woman than In short, everything that relates to the body is of less importance for man, and everything that relates to the mind is of less importance for a woman. Number 3. Women cause great harm to society. Women are the scandal of civilization. They drag us back into barbarism. The most dangerous enemies of a civilized society are women and luxury. For what is civilization? Civilization is the gradual and slow process of training man to endure the society of his fellow creatures. Women disturb this equilibrium. They throw us back into animal. How do women disturb the equilibrium of society? Women bring constant irritation into a man's life. A man's existence is full of desire and craving, and these cravings are directed towards all kinds of things. Women disturb this state of desire and craving by satisfying it, and thus they destroy the equilibrium of society. In the same way, luxury destroys the equilibrium of nations. For what is luxury? Luxury is the abuse of the good things of this world. The abuse of these good things disturbs the natural order of things. So, too, the satisfaction of a man's desires by a woman disturbs the natural order of things and upsets the equilibrium of society. In fact, women are the greatest curse of mankind. They make the greatest possible demands on a man, and yet they give nothing in return. They are ungrateful and insatiable. 4. Women are the reason for crime. One of the most astonishing facts in human history is the extraordinary number of crimes committed by men. Every man who commits a crime does so for the sake of a woman. What other motivation can there be for a crime? When a woman is concerned, every man is ready to take the greatest risks and to commit the greatest crimes. Women are the eternal provocation for crime. In fact, women are the reason for the existence of crime. There are 3 sources of all crime: ambition, avarice, and love. Of these 3 sources, the last is by far the most powerful. Love prompts a man to the commission of crime in the most varied ways. Thus, we see that the origin of all crime is to be found in woman. Number 5. Women are the embodiment of evil. Woman is the incarnation of evil in the world. She is the personification of sin. Through woman, evil entered the world and spread over the earth. Through woman, death came into the world. From woman, sin came into the world. Through a woman, misery came into the world. Through woman, all bad things came into the world. The whole world is full of suffering, and all suffering has its origin in woman. Why should this be so? The answer is simple. It is because woman is the embodiment of sensuality. Woman is flesh and blood. Her whole nature is dominated by her senses. Woman is ruled by her appetites. She is entirely given over to sense gratification. Now, if you live exclusively for your senses, you are living in sin. Woman lives in sin, and because she lives in sin, she brings sin into the world. Hence, woman is the incarnation of evil. Number 6. Women prolong our earthly existence. We are born out of our mother's womb. We come from our mother's side. Our first earthly existence is determined by our mother. We do not know what would happen without women, but as long as women have existed, men have aged and died. Until now, no man has ever died of old age. Men die by violence or by sickness. They are killed or they fall ill and then they die. But no man has ever died of old age. And why is this so? Because women keep prolonging our earthly existence. They are the eternal sirens who entice us to stay here on earth. For women are eternally beautiful. Beauty is their eternal nature. It is their eternal form. And beauty holds us on earth. It entices us to stay here and not go away. In fact, women are eternally youthful. Even when they grow old, they are still beautiful. Women are like fine wine. They become better and better with age. Their beauty deepens and becomes more attractive with the passing years. And this is why women hold us back from leaving this world. Number 7. Women are like children. Women resemble children in many respects. A woman has two of the most childish qualities, obedience and gratitude. These are the two chief characteristics of women. They are childlike in their obedience and their gratitude. In fact, women are like spoiled children. They are full of caprice and desire. They are full of wants and cravings. And like children, they are ruled by their desires. Women are like children in another respect. They need guidance. They must be led. They cannot find their way in the world. Women are like children in another respect. They need consolation and tenderness. They cannot bear hardship. They shrink from it. Women are like children in another respect. They are selfish. They think only of themselves and their own needs. They are like children in their selfishness. Number 8. Women are the ultimate reality. Behind all phenomena, behind all appearances, there exists a reality. This reality is none other than the will. But what is the will? The will is a blind, irrational force. It is an insatiable striving. It is a constant unrest. Now, where does this will appear in the world? It appears in the world through woman. Woman is the immediate expression of the will. She is the direct embodiment of the will. She is the revelation of the will. In fact, woman is the ultimate reality. These were some shocking truth about women according to Schopenhauer. Do you agree with them or not? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching.